And to celebrate 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to be answering some of the questions that you have for me. When was your last breakup and what caused it? So I should just use my bae as content for your entertainment. She probably saw me married at this time, probably pregnant with my second child. If you asked me this a year ago, I would have probably said, because first of all, you're not paying for the meal. I don't know why people like to shame people for enjoying things that they genuinely enjoy. The lady sent this. I see a lot of YouTubers creating vlogs back to back, which I don't know her. I don't want to know her. Will I be in a 50-50 relationship? Yeah, I know, I look a bit different, a little bit more glam than I would normally look, because today we are celebrating 5,000 subscribers on the channel. Yes, the channel has finally hit 5,000 subscribers and I am so stoked. I'm stoked. I can't begin to describe or explain how I'm feeling inside, because I put in the work and God just sprinkled his blessings on me, and I am grateful for that. But before we get into the video, I want to say thank you so much if you recently joined our little growing family, and an even bigger thank you if you've been around for some time. I could have made all the best videos in the world, but if I didn't have you to watch and engage and subscribe, then the channel would probably not be where it is right now. So big thank you if you're an OG, and also thank you if you are just joining us. And to celebrate 5,000 subscribers, I am letting my hair down shortly, and I'm going to be answering some of the questions that you have for me. And bro, I looked through some of the questions and some of you nosy. But before we get into the questions, let me quickly introduce myself, just in case you're new here and you're seeing this gorgeous face for the very first time. Okay, so my name is Antwiwaa. I live in Accra, Ghana, and I started this channel it's been a little under 2 years now. Yeah, it's been a little under 2 years, and on this channel I primarily share personal finance tips, because I believe that no matter what stage you are in your life, you don't have an excuse to not be financial literate. So I share tips to help you be in charge of your finances and make better financial decisions that will better prepare you for the future. I also do share personal development tips right here on this channel. I share things I'm learning, things that are working for me in the personal growth area. So at the end of the day, we all get better with each passing day. Then finally, I recently moved out of my parents' house for the very first time in my entire life, and I moved into my very first apartment, which we are currently in. And so I've been sharing figuring life, living by myself, living alone, navigating adulthood, and just, you know, enjoying my life as a young woman living in Accra. So that's pretty much everything there is to know about the channel and about me. So with that out of the way, we are going to get straight into the questions, and I did keep it fair. I put the question tag both on my Instagram story and right here on YouTube. So if you're subscribed to the channel, you probably saw it on my community tab, because I wanted to keep it fair. I didn't want questions to come from just Instagram. So yeah, I did leave a link on YouTube if you saw it. If you didn't see it, maybe next time. So yeah, let's get into it. There are quite a number of questions here, so I'm going to randomly pick, but I'm also going to make sure I exhaust as many questions as I possibly can. So the first question says, hey, are you in a relationship and would you be in a 50-50 relationship? Wow, we're getting straight into it. No problem. So no, I'm currently not in a relationship. Will I be in a 50-50 relationship? What does that mean? 50-50 as in I need to calm down, this we're just starting. As in, we are splitting things right down the middle in a relationship. Nah, I don't know her. I don't want to know her. What do you mean by 50-50? It may work for others. I'm not bashing anybody, but nah, I'll pass. What skincare products do you use? I am pretty much the laziest skincare person you probably would come across. The thing I make sure I don't miss doing is using sunscreen. Aside using sunscreen religiously, there's not... Okay, I'm lying. I use sunscreen religiously, and I also use my exfoliant. I use my exfoliant religiously, and of course I make sure to moisturize. I use a toner at night after I take off my makeup, and then I use this moisturizer that has retinol in it, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty much my skincare routine. I don't do the most. I find that anytime I do the most with my skincare, that's when I break out a lot. So I don't do that anymore. Do you think you'd ever do YouTube full-time? I don't think so. I like the idea of doing YouTube full-time, but I would like to have a number of things going on in my life. I would also like to dip my feet in various sectors. So doing YouTube full-time, I don't see it in my future, but you never know. I may do YouTube for an extended period, but nah, not full-time. This one says, what is on your wish list so we can congratulate you in a meaningful way? Oh, that is so sweet and so thoughtful. With regards to YouTube, I currently have just one thing on my wish list, which is a microphone. I've been wanting to improve the sound of my videos for some time, so I've been eyeing this particular microphone. It feels weird putting it out there. But yeah, if you want to congratulate me and God has placed it on your heart, slide into my DMs. This is the microphone I want. Are you in a relationship? If yes, how long has it been? Why? Moving on, can you brief us on what you do for a living? Not a very detailed one, but at least a fair idea if that's fine with you. Oh, this person is polite, sure, I could do that. I do a number of things for a living, but I'm guessing you want to know what I do for my 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, which I can tell you about. So I'm currently working in the health sector, and a quick summary of my job will probably be that we collect data on patients and diseases that are coming into health facilities, and with that data we're able to make informed decisions. Policies are created, among other things, for the betterment of the country. I hope that answers your question. You're an inspiration. Any advice on how I can get subscribers for my channel? Thanks and love you. Love you too. I think it's easy. Okay, hold up, scratch that. What I mean to say is that I strongly believe that if you put in the work and you keep at it, your tribe will find you and the subscribers would start flooding in. But let me not be one of those people that gives generic answers. I'm going to try my best. It's very hard not to give a generic answer because that is really the truth. Create content, try to be as innovative as you possibly can. Look at the channels that are in your niche, if you do have a niche, and look at what is working for them. You can pick a thing or two from those channels and then come out with videos that people you're targeting would love to watch. Once you're able to do that and consistently put out content that people like, it will only be a matter of time before you start getting subscribers. Another thing that I think helps my channel a lot is creating evergreen content. So what that means is that you continue to create content that will be relevant 2, 3, 4, 5 years from the time you created it. I see a lot of YouTubers creating vlogs back to back to back to back to back, which is great. But if I'm just coming across your channel and you don't have something that is exciting about your vlogs, or something that is different about your vlogs, or you don't have an interesting personality that makes me want to hang around and watch your vlogs, and your vlogs are basically looking like every other vlog on the internet, then there's probably a chance that I would not subscribe to your channel. If your vlogs are not helpful in any way, then it also means that people are not finding those videos or those vlogs because they're not addressing any problem or any topic that people may be interested in. We all know that YouTube is a search engine, so people come on here to find solutions to questions that are bugging them. So I think, try as much as possible to litter in a few evergreen content. I can tell you for a fact that those videos are the ones that are growing my channel. For example, I created a video on how to invest your first 1,000 Ghana cedis or dollars or whatever currency you spend. I also talked about the amount of return you can get based on that amount, and it's been almost a year since I created that video and it's still bringing in numbers. And I'm getting tons of subscribers just from that video alone. That should be a good formula for growth on YouTube, in my opinion. Wow, why didn't your relationship work? Which relationship are you talking about? How about we start from there? This one says, how do you manage to buy gobe at, so there's a location, but this is the internet, so I'm not going to share the location. And the person says, fine woman. If you don't know what gobe is, it is fried plantain with bean stew. Really delicious meal. So I don't know if this person wants me to be embarrassed, because for the most part, people want you to believe that it's like a low-class meal, like an affordable meal that some category of people shouldn't be eating, because whoever it is, I think it's a guy. I'm going to assume it's a guy, because if a lady sent this, I don't know why people like to shame people for enjoying things that they genuinely enjoy. Like, if you know me, you know I love a good gobe spot, and I would go there with my chest and buy the beans, buy the plantain that will satisfy me, and would have no regrets at all. I don't know why someone would think that I would be embarrassed to buy food that I actually enjoy eating because fine woman. In this big 20, I wasn't even doing it in 2015 when I was in uni, when everybody was too shy. I would go and buy whatever I want to eat, because first of all, you're not paying for the meal. Second of all, I am not going to shy away from food that I actually like because someone sitting somewhere thinks is not cool for a certain caliber of people. So yes, as a finance woman, I would continue to buy gobe whenever I crave it. And you or anybody else cannot shame me into not buying gobe, okay? Moving on. Hi, congrats on 5K. I'm a tall girl too, and I have long feet. I wanted to know if you also have long feet and where you buy your shoes in Ghana. Sis, I know. I feel like the world is not fair to tall girls. There's so many things that are not made for tall girls. This dress, let me deviate for a bit. This is supposed to be a dress, right? And when I saw on the model, I thought it was really cute. It'd be like a nice evening dress that you can dress down or dress up, look cute and all of that. Tell me why I get the dress and the model is literally above her knee. On me, it sits right in the middle of my, like my bum. Sits right there, so I can't wear as a dress and I have to wear as a top. Back to your question, yes, I do have long feet. What makes it even worse is the fact that I don't have long, slender feet. My feet are a tad bit wide, so they're long and they're wide. I found this shoe plug and I've been getting my flats for work from them. I also have got a few heels, I think, from them as well. Their Instagram page is plus size shoes by June on Instagram. They have really nice shoes. Their shop is on the Spintex Road and you can definitely check them out. Their shoe sizes run up to size 46, so you should be definitely sorted. And maybe tell them I hooked you up. Who knows? I may get a heel or two. You never know. Hey!
He shock you!
This one, what is going on? When was your last breakup and what caused it? Wow, I didn't know. Really? Do you mind bringing your mom on the channel? I don't think my mom will mind coming on the channel, to be honest. She's a really sweet lady, but I don't know how I feel. I'll think about it. But then again, what is she coming to do on the channel? Do you want her to talk about something specific? Maybe we can arrange that. Otherwise, what is she coming to do on the channel? I don't know. What inspires you? One of the things that inspire me is the fact that I know I was placed on earth for a purpose. As much as possible, I want to make sure that I fulfill whatever purpose it is that God has placed me on earth for and walk in God's perfect will for my life, definitely with his direction, of course. Another thing that inspires me a lot is wanting better for my immediate family and my future family. You see that generational wealth is my portion. What? One last thing that inspires me is the fact that I don't want to die as a potential. Do you know what I mean? Let me explain. I don't want to die and be known as somebody who had so much potential. I want to a certain degree, have used up my potential so that there is at least something to show for all the potential I have, if you get what I mean. Yeah. This one says, what are you most grateful for apart from life and family? See, I'm grateful for the people in my life. I'm grateful for the people that encourage me to do better, people that genuinely want the best for me. And it's really refreshing to know that you have people rooting for you. What else am I grateful for? The opportunities God sent my way. And yeah, you hear a lot of God in this, because I don't know where I would be without God in my life, to be honest. If it gives you the ache, sorry, not sorry. Remember, I started this year saying that if you're not new to the channel, I started the year with a video talking about how I intend to double my income this year. That's like an example. And we are like halfway through the year, and if I talk about some of the opportunities that I didn't think will come my way, that have come my way by the grace of God, you'll be amazed. So yeah, I'm grateful for opportunities like that, in addition to, of course, she said family and life, so definitely. This one says, I want to hang out with you when I come to Ghana in December. I live in the United States and I know you from KNUST. Cool. Why are you sending me your number anonymously? That's a bit strange. But if you know me from KNUST, then just slide in my DMs. You know, you could just take it from there. Congratulations on 5K subbies. Thank you. Question, what gym do you go to, please? How about you send me a DM and I would answer you? I would rather not put that information on the internet, because I am still going to that gym. Not everybody on the internet is okay. Do you understand? Some people are creeps. This one says, I'm just here to let you know that you are so beautiful. Oh, thank you. And you're doing amazingly well. You are also one of my favorite motivations. Sorry. You're also one of my favorite... Okay. Mute. You're also one of my greatest motivations to start a channel, even with my 9 to 5. Keep doing you, sis. Love from Nigeria. Mwah. Love you right back. Yeah, it's possible to have a YouTube channel and operate it fully even with a 9 to 5. It may mean that you're starting small and maybe putting out 1 video a week, or even 1 video in 2 weeks, and that is fine. You don't have to gush out videos back to back to back. That's not the most important thing when it comes to YouTube. Definitely quality over quantity. I'm a startup YouTuber, okay, and I'm really having issues with finding good music for my vlogs without copyright. Please, I'd really appreciate it if you could talk a bit about it. Sure, of course I can talk about it. My last option will be to search for copyright free or no copyright music on YouTube, which can be very risky because I did that in the past and a year later my videos started getting copyright strikes. I hope that's helpful. The next one says, I absolutely love your drive. Please keep up with your videos. You inspire a shy and introverted girl like me. Oh, that's so sweet. Definitely, we're keeping up with the videos. Do you see it as growth? Of course, we're not stopping now. Not at all. Do you live around China Mall Wager area? That's wild though. Am I supposed to like answer this genuinely on the internet? Okay, so let's say I answer it. How how is the information going to be useful to you? Don't be asking people where they live on the internet. It's not that safe. You may not have bad intentions, but it's not that safe out here. Yeah, it's not. This one says, can you give us a BTS of your recording equipment? Oh, I definitely can. I did film a behind the scenes of what my filming setup looks like, but that was about a year ago. So a few things have changed, just a few things have changed, but the concept or the thoughts behind every item I used in that video is still pretty much the same. I'm going to leave the link to the video in the description box just in case you're interested. If that is not okay for you, I may do like a behind the scenes of what my setup looks like in an upcoming vlog. So if you're interested in that, definitely subscribe to the channel. I don't think I'll dedicate an entire video to it, but yeah, we'll see. This one says, are you dating? When will we see Bae on the channel? Okay, so you see Bae and then what happens? No, you see Bae and then what happens? So I should just use my Bae as content for your entertainment. I understand where you're coming from. I'm quite a private person, so you may know of a Bae. You may not see a Bae on my channel. Like, I like to keep good things to myself. I don't want to share everything. And I also think that the fact that I have decided to do YouTube doesn't mean that whoever I end up with has to want to also be on camera. Do you get what I mean? You may hear of a bill, you may even see a little bit of hand in there, some foot, maybe a mustache, but the bae himself, probably not. How do you fend for yourself? Yes, I know you have a 9 to 5 and YouTube, but this living alone series is not for the faint-hearted, especially with inflation these days. Or do you get support elsewhere? You know, the question was okay until the support part came in. Isn't that a bit intrusive? Like you rightfully mentioned, I have a job. By the grace of God, I do have a job. And if you haven't noticed, I try my possible best to live within my means. If you see me make a purchase that is a bit extravagant, there is a high chance that I thought it through and saved towards it. There are very few times where I make impulse buy. I'm not going to say I don't make any impulse purchases. I do, but for the most part, I sort of plan ahead and find out where the money is going to come from before I buy anything. Most importantly, I don't do more than myself. I'm not under pressure to do anything I can't do. So like if everybody is going to Zanzibar and I would like to go to Zanzibar but I can't afford it based on my current financial status, I'm not going to push myself and go broke because I want to go to Zanzibar and show everybody that I'm also part of the cool kid. That's not my battle. I pick my battles very wisely. That's how I do it. What would you say is your biggest insecurity? If you asked me this a year ago, I would have probably said my size, because at that point in my life I had gained the most weight I had ever gained in my life, right? And I was battling with my sudden weight gain because even though I'm not the thinnest of girls, I've never been a skinny girl, I had gotten to a point where I was very content with myself. I was at 12. I was between a size 10 and a 12, which I was very happy with. Now I had gotten to a 14, 16, pushing 18 at that point in my life. That was my biggest insecurity. I even did open up about it in this video, but since that video I've taken steps. I've learned to love and appreciate myself a lot more, and I am thoroughly in love with my body at the moment. Yes, I'm working out, trying to eat as clean as possible so that I'm healthy and fit all around, but I'm currently not insecure about my body any longer. Wow, this one says, where did your 5 years ago self see herself today? That's a good question. She probably saw me married at this time, probably pregnant with my second child, getting a master's. Yeah, that was definitely part of my 5-year plan. But most importantly, doing something for me, something entrepreneurial. So like building something for myself. A few of the things are true, and as life will have it, some of them have not yet come into fruition, but fingers crossed, see what plans God has for me. This one says, where do you see yourself in 5 years, generally speaking? Generally speaking, in 5 years, I would love to have made bold strides entrepreneurially. I will have a few businesses to my name that are employing some hardworking locals and making a change in society. Love to have completed my education, like my further education. I also like to be married to the love of my life, who would definitely be a great support system, a respectful, loyal, ambitious, wealthy, fine gentleman who is concerned with living a life that glorifies God. It would be great if we have like 2 kids and maybe a 3rd one on the way. I wouldn't mind 3 kids in 5 years, to be honest. I'll be living in a beautiful city in the best part of town with amazing resources, and my kids having the best of the best, and my parents will be living. The people that matter to me the most will be in good health, fit. I will be fit and healthy with a banging body and all of that nice stuff. This one is a bit deep. Why? This one says, what does contentment mean to you? Contentment for me would be to be able to wake up every day genuinely happy on the inside, pursuing the things that would add to the value of my life, all while enjoying the journey and where I currently am as a person. There are a few more questions, but I've been filming for some time now, and I'm going to try to edit the video and make it as short and to the point as I possibly can. Maybe I'll just make time to answer the remaining questions on my Insta story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, this right here is my Instagram. If you're new to the channel and you're looking for another video to watch from me, in this video right here I share my Sunday reset routine. You can have like a sneak peek into my apartment right here, and in this video right here I try to find out which is better to shop at, your local market or the grocery store, if your goal is to save money. So you can check either of these videos and I'll catch you in one of these. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Please, and leave me a comment if you feel like it.
With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm.